just like hearing the like fans cheering in the crowd and stuff too. Imagine like Dami being the one in the car, like driving. Oh man, I could see her as a street racer. That'd be so sick. Okay, we're now getting into the first video of today. I'm gonna be taking a look at Dami's checkered. Wait, it's checkered flag, right? Going into this. Okay, yeah, it's checkered flag. We're going into Dami's checkered flag featuring Yoohyeon. I This was such a random thing for me to come across. I want to say it either popped up in my recommended or I like saw it on the website that I normally go on to find like what releases are happening. That's probably a bit more likely to be the case. But I came across this and I saw Dami's name and I was like, wait a minute. We're getting content from Dami. I'm so freaking excited, bro. And it's featuring Yoohyeon. So this is going to be very, very interesting. It's been a minute since I've taken a look at anything Dreamcatcher related on the channel. The last thing I took a look at was UIU's 2 months, as well as the album associated with that. I also took a look at the performance videos for the songs on that album. So if it's something that you haven't checked out yet, definitely do that. You can find it in the UIU playlist. You can also find it in the Dreamcatcher playlist, and I'm going to have linked at the very... Well, the Dreamcatcher playlist isn't going to be linked at the very end of this, but I will have this in the Dreamcatcher playlist as well as the UIU playlist. So definitely, again, check it out if that's something that you're interested in. I remember someone in the comments, actually, of that video, or like one of the videos, telling me that while there were members who didn't renew, I believe it was 3 of them. It was Handong, it was Dami, and I want to say... It was... Why am I blanking? Gahyun? That is how you say it, right? Gahyun. The 3 of them didn't renew, but of course, like later down the line, we probably will find ourselves with Dreamcatcher content, which I will always look forward to. I love Dreamcatcher, but I also love them individually. But they said that Dami kind of wanted a bit more freedom to be able to collaborate with artist friends of hers. So for this to kind of be like the first, I believe, of the solo content that she'll be releasing again as a soloist is very, very interesting. Also, I apologize for some reason. I think because I don't have my glasses on and the light that I kind of have behind my computer screen, it's just kind of like shining into my eyes. So it's like making my eyes tear up just a little bit. So I apologize if I find myself rubbing them quite a bit or like just kind of wiping away the tears that are coming out because of it. But I'm so freaking excited to see this, listen to this. It's not a music video. It said that it's a visualizer, which is absolutely fine. I'm still here for it. I wanted to listen to it because, again, as far as I'm aware, no one's notified me of this. Not that anyone has to, but this is likely to be the first of like her solo releases that we'll be getting. So I look forward, of course, to future content as well. But before we get around to the future content, we kind of gotta first listen to the content that we're getting in the present, and so I'm really looking forward to this. I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer. I just have a disclaimer for you guys as well as a little bit of something else, and then we'll hop into the reaction of the video. Disclaimer: I am someone who pauses a lot. I pause a lot, I rewind a lot, I talk a lot, I do a lot of the things a lot, and so if that's something that you're not interested in, definitely find someone who doesn't do it as often as I do. And if you happen to find yourself enjoying anything in this video, anything at all, definitely do the cringy YouTuber thingies of like, commenting, and or subscribing. Any one of the 3 is helpful to me, and me saying this sometimes works. Again, absolutely do the subscribe thingies. Because, again, any Dreamcatcher adjacent related content that we get from any of them, I will be checking it all out. I am a fan of Dreamcatcher. They were actually going to be the second group that I was going to deep dive, if I'm not mistaken, but my attentions kind of ended up going elsewhere, so I will be taking in as much content from them, both as a group and soloist as I can, until I do find myself getting around to the deep diving and things of them. But yeah, not going to keep you guys here any longer. I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. DAMI of Dreamcatcher, of course. Checkered flag featuring Yoohyeon of Dreamcatcher, of course. Official visualizer. Let's go. Oh, I wonder what it's gonna sound like. Make sure everything is loud enough. Because I don't know what Dami's sound could be like as a soloist. Like, I don't... Because, again, I am someone who doesn't know about Dreamcatcher in regards to their, like, meaning solo content. So maybe, like, while still, I mean, they're still a group, but again, like, still a group underneath the same company. I don't know if they've done anything like covers or just self-produced songs or just anything like in that like realm of like just content being produced. I don't know if they've done anything like that while again still being Dreamcatcher under the same company. And so this again is going to be completely new for me. Let me know if you guys like end up like listening to this and it being something that you expected to receive from her. Bro, I miss her voice. Now we shine on the top wing, get us to go feel and we have lyrics. I'm coming in like full speed, 장애 모든 break it, 들어봐 my time script. And I already gave my disclaimer at the start. I'm so curious to see how Yoohyeon comes in on this. I'm so curious. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Now we shine on the top wing. I don't know what that is. It's like these little shakes that kind of went across, that went across the air. Like, that? Almost kind of like a rattlesnake. I'm coming in like full speed. To the final lap, 좀 더 빠르게 쉬지 않고 race right in the rain. I love to feel of it. I am ready to ride. 굉장히 feel alive. 나의 모든 한게 너무 level up. Oh. I am ready to ride. 굉장히 feel alive. 나의 모든 한게 너무 level up. Oh. What's that? We're bumping up to okay, I have to say, because I'm hearing this, while there are some electronic-y sounds that I like more than others, this kind of falls into like the scope of the ones that I don't tend to find myself listening to a lot. But like besides that, like outside of the scope of that, obviously I am going to be keeping an open mind just like I do with everything. But I do have to like preface this with, when it comes to like the electronic-y sounds like this, I don't tend to find myself really like listening to this like that. So like I'm saying this ahead of time so that you kind of know where my thoughts go potentially as we get further into the song. Because the drop right there was a bit heavy for me. And I didn't necessarily expect it, so we'll kind of see how that changes for me as I continue to listen to the song. I'm gonna go back though. Yeah, like it's really heavy. I'm sorry, I want to look at this photo though. She looks excited. This part's a lot easier. I love like I don't know how to I can't mimic it. That part right there. When I lift my head up, that'll be the part that I'm talking about. Hopefully it'll be synced enough for you to understand, but it's kind of like a, I'm not even gonna try. There. I don't know what that is, but I love it. I've always loved DAMI's tone, bro. So I'm so glad to just be hearing her voice like this again. It's so good. I'm sorry. I will say, so far, again, we're only like about halfway through the song, but so far, that first verse and then this part, as well as like the second half of the chorus or post-chorus, I'm not quite sure what that was. Those parts are a bit easier than like the sound that I got when coming into the chorus. So far, that part of the chorus where we didn't have Yoohyeon's vocals in it, it's a bit much for me. I'm not quite the fan of that because I feel like the longer I sit there and listen to that, it kind of starts to give me a slight headache, which is why I don't listen to like a lot of electronic EDM music like that. There are some that, again, that are a bit easier to listen to for me than others, and so it's because of that like heaviness. I know that I'm someone who's like very prone to headaches when getting certain sounds like constantly.
Hands up, make it loud, 미친 듯이 don't say. Now we pop, 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 pop the champagne. Watch me. Step on it, step on it, step on it, step on it, go. Better say on it, say on it, say on it, say on it.
I love the sound that we're getting in the background. It's like, ooh, ooh. It's kind of like,
Whoa, I feel so high, high, boy.
I'm mainly catching, my goodness, my voice cracked. I'm mainly catching it in the right ear.
She don't say. Now we pop, 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 pop the champagne.
How much to shake across. I love that.
Step on it, go. Better
Yeah, I love that. I
love that. Hands up, make it loud, 미친 듯이 don't say. Now we pop, 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 pop the champagne. Watch me. Step on it, step on it, step on it, step on it, go. Better say on it, say on it, say on it, say on it, whoa.
The way she says jet on it is like that on it. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry.
Now we pop, 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 pop the champagne. Watch me. Step on it, step on it, step on it, step on it, go. Better say on it, say on it, say on it, say on it, whoa.
I love it.
High, boy, get it, make it hot. 비추는 light, light, oh, I'm never gonna stop. I am ready to ride.
This part's fine too.
굉장히 feel alive. 나의 모든 한게 너무 level up. Oh.
The voice there. Oh.
나의 모든 한게 너무 level up. Oh. 멈추잖아, I go for miles. Burning on the crossing the line. 멈추잖아, I go for miles. Burning on the crossing the line.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more time.
Burning on the crossing the line.
The way her voice. I think here my preferredness would have been to like going into maybe kind of having this sound but having vocals on top of it, as opposed to just having this instrumental and then going into like this sound with the vocals on top of it for you, like with Yoohyeon. My goodness, I apologize. But again, that's just a personal preference. There are some who probably enjoy that drop a bit more than like me. And again, I've already explained why. It still hits though, but again, it's a lot for me. And then, not yet. Here, like I'm cool with it here, because more sounds are being introduced in a way that kind of like levels out the heaviness and the sharpness of the EDM electronic-y sounds that we were getting prior to. For some reason, I'm like visualizing a street race right now for this part. I can imagine the cars just lined up and the flag girl or guy, whatever, or flag person, getting ready to like just toss down the flag for the cars to shoot off. That's what I'm kind of like getting. Imagine just, are we getting that? Or am I just imagining it? I'm imagining it. I can like imagine like the rev of an engine like during this part. I don't know, I feel like it'd be really, really cool. Obviously, the name of it is Checkered Flag, so I feel like me thinking that is actually quite fitting for the scenario, and that's going on in my mind. Yeah, just like the revving of an engine. You can it almost kind of sounds like cars are actually going here, to be honest. Hold on. I don't think it's actually the case. I might just be making that up. Like, it's very, very possible. But, like right there, I'm pretty sure that is, like, a car. It's, like, a car shooting by. But, like, for me, I can actually just imagine the sound of, like, cars revving up to, like, the speed up. And then, like, maybe when the song drops back in, that's when the cars take off. Can you, like, imagine? Oh, man. I don't think it does come back in, though, considering we only have 17 seconds left. I love the sound of the cars, though. Oh, I can imagine a music video for this. A music video for this would have been really cool. Just like hearing the like fans cheering in the crowd and stuff too. Imagine like Dami being the one in the car, like driving. Oh man, I could see her as a street racer. That'd be so sick. I did really like that song overall, bro. I did. Again, because that part is essentially only limited to that of the chorus, I feel like this is a song that I could find myself easily just jumping into and listening to again. Despite like my feelings towards the chorus. Again, the chorus is a tad bit heavy for me, like the first half of it before Yoohyeon kind of comes back in on it. Or just comes in on it in general. But well, she comes in on the song in the pre-chorus, and then the first half of the chorus she's not there, and then like the second half she comes back in. And so because I really like the verses, because I really like the second part of that chorus, and because I really like just the end of the song because of the visualizations it kind of gave me while I was just listening to it, this is absolutely a song that I would find myself listening to again. I don't know how often, but it is a song that I would find myself listening to again, especially like at nighttime, because I feel like I'm imagining night street races. I can imagine it happening during the day too. There's absolutely no problem with that, but I feel like for the again the scenario that I kind of have going on in my head, I feel like it would be quite nice to listen to a song like this at nighttime too. But I love their collaboration, bro. Again, I'm not surprised because Tommy, she's a really good rapper. She is probably one of my favorites, and I think it was again kind of because of her tone. I love her tone of voice. I feel like a lot of people love Tommy's tone of voice when she raps, and she does it really well too. So like as soon as she kind of came in on the track, I was like, man, I really missed hearing her voice like that. It was so nice to do. Because again, I mentioned at the very start of this, I am someone who's a fan of Dreamcatcher. I haven't listened to every single one of their title track releases, but I've listened to quite a few of them. And so, I mean, have I listened to any albums of them? I don't know if I've listened to any of their albums. I've listened to some B-sides, but I don't think I've listened to any full albums. And so, the most I've gotten from Dami is like her rapping on a title track of Dreamcatcher. So to kind of like get this, because of course, like our what Justice was the last release we got from Dreamcatcher, because I haven't really heard her voice since then, to kind of get it now was just really nice to have, man. And to have Yoohyeon on the track too. I'm someone who's a big fan of Yoohyeon's voice as well. I always go between like not being sure of whether it's Yoohyeon or Xion who's my bias in Dreamcatcher. I'm not entirely sure of that just yet, but I feel like she kind of floats in that. So to kind of have her voice on top of this too, so good. I think one thing that I would have liked, I can't recall if we'd gotten that in Dreamcatcher, if like Dami mainly truly just rapped the entire time in that. I don't know if we had any like vocal moments or anything like that from her, but I think what would have been nice if we had like a moment where we had their voices together. I don't think we had that. I feel like I'm assuming that it was just Yoohyeon throughout the entire thing. I couldn't really pick up on any moments where we had the both of them together, so I feel like that would have been really nice. But overall, I just really enjoyed that. Yoohyeon did a great job. Tommy did a great job. Again, overall, I just really like the song, and I'm excited to see what it is that she drops later. Hopefully, if not this year, maybe sometime next year, we can maybe even get an album from her with a music video and all of that. I think that would be really fun and really cool, and I would be here for it. So I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you haven't checked out my UIU content, which again is a Dreamcatcher adjacent, I definitely check that out. Again, I've checked out 2 months of music video. I'm sure I've checked out a dance practice or something of the sort. I definitely checked out all, I want to say it was 3, because I'm pretty sure there were 4 songs on that, but I checked out the videos for the 3 other songs on that album, so the performance videos. And I've also checked out the album itself, so if you're interested in any of that, definitely check that out. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. If you found yourself enjoying anything in this video, anything at all, definitely do the cringy YouTuber thingies of like, commenting, and or subscribing. Any one of the 3, just helpful to me, and me saying this sometimes works. So yeah, gonna go ahead and wrap this up and move on to the next reaction.